Good to go. Change Rib Shack for a Thursday. Josh Tobias with us. Got a good group in, Josh. Good to see you.
You too. How you doing?
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You've been a lot of places and a lot of miles on the old body since we saw you last time. Last time we saw you might have been down at Southeast. We did an interview back at your freshman year.
Oh yeah, about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, you were wearing that Florida Gators shirt that day, had the cap on. Now you got the Phillies cap on.
Yeah, now I got a new hat now.
You do. What about all this road you've been on? This has been a lot of fun, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean I've been along the whole East Coast, a little bit to the middle, a little bit to the west. I mean I've loved the whole ride I've had this whole 4 years. It's crazy.
But it's been worth it all, right?
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Standing in that on-deck circle last Saturday night, you're waiting in that on-deck circle. Your team is at the plate. You're playing Virginia, I guess it is, top of the ninth inning. And you're waiting. You're the next man up. But then that last out is made, and you don't get to, what are you thinking in that on-deck circle?
I mean, I wanted to get up. I was like, I really want to get up right now, just extend this inning. And I saw the ball hit. I thought I was getting up the middle. I was like, nope, he's playing the middle. And like your heart kind of drops a little bit. You're just like, oh man, oh. It kind of hits you like, oh, there's my season's over. So my season, my career as a Gator is over. So I was like, oh. So it was really sad. Everybody was pretty sad in the dugout.
When did you guys start to kind of relax a little bit and realize it's done? We've had a great run together.
After we were in the dugout for like 20 minutes, everybody was just sitting there, and we went into the locker room because we had to wait for a bus to get there. And then I made a joke to my third base coach, and everybody started laughing. We were like, you can't do anything else about it now.
Loosen them up, huh?
Yeah.
Now, that's what it was like in the on-deck. What was it like when you walked across that graduation stage?
I didn't get to walk.
You didn't get to walk?
Because the thing with baseball is, we're always away during graduation because of traffic. So I was in Georgia playing on my graduation day.
Do you remember what stage of the season were you guys playing in a tournament in Georgia, regular season game? Or?
It was regular season. We had, I think, 2 more regular season series after that. We were in Georgia.
So you didn't get to walk for graduation?
Nope, none of our seniors did.
Did they mail you the diploma or you pick it up at the office?
Yeah, they mailed it to my house. It's there now. So I haven't got to see it yet, but it's there on my.
Does that, I mean, the baseball is your life now, but not getting a chance to walk graduation, does that hit you any at all, thinking back about it now?
I mean, it didn't at first, but I was like, my roommate actually got to walk because he doesn't play anymore, so he's like, it's awesome. And they actually did it in the football stadium. First time in like 40 years they did that. So
in 40 years?
Yeah, they did it last time my parents were there.
Wow.
So I wish I could have done that, but I mean, how much are they playing baseball? So.
Oh yeah. So after it doesn't take long to put that past you, I'm sure.
Oh, not at all.
That's amazing. What does it feel kind of wild to have those 4 years behind you now?
Oh yeah, they flew by. Like before I left yesterday, they had freshman orientation for all the freshman athletes, and I'm good friends with the people that run that. So they told me to come up there real quick. So I went and talked to them, and I talked to the freshmen actually. I told them how fast it flew by, and it was just like kind of hit me. It's like, dang, I was just there 4 years ago, and now I'm on to a real job now.
Well, now that you've got all that done, what's the next order of business? What are you doing next? We kind of have an idea what we think you might be doing. You tell us. What are you doing next, Josh?
I fly out to Philadelphia tomorrow morning at 9:20 to go get physicals done with the Phillies, and then I'm actually got to go to the Phillies game tomorrow, so that's good, taking me there. And then I fly to State College, like Penn State College, and drive to Williamsport, which is where I'll be playing my short season team, the Williamsport Crosscutters. So I sign my contract there, and then I'll be off.
When you get to the Crosscutters, you sign the contract there, and that makes it official.
Yeah, that's my job officially.
So you're going to work for the Williamsport Crosscutters.
Yes, sir.
If you get too good with them, you go with the Lakewood Blue Claws.
Yeah, I believe so. That's their low-A team, right? They come through Greensboro, don't they?
That's right. We see them about 15 times a year here. If you get to them, you go with the Clearwater Threshers, I think, next. You've heard of them then.
Yeah.
Interesting. But headed to the Crosscutters, what's the feel like going? I mean, you got to be excited about this.
Oh yeah, it's a whole new atmosphere. It's a whole new team, new guys. I mean, you've been the same coaches and some of the same guys for 4 years, so it's totally different just coming with it's a whole new group of guys and a whole new kind of mindset, I guess.
Some of it might be nice, or some of it might be tougher. You never know.
I mean, you never know who your coach is going to be, but I mean, it's just great. I'm excited. I can't wait, really.
Yeah. And you'll be playing every day. You got to get that system, get that routine down. You played pretty much every day toward the end anyway. You guys played a lot of games.
You get used to it. I mean, we played 60 some odd games, so. This season's 75, so I mean it's just like another college season. So you're pretty much used to all traveling.
Did you get worn down any during this past season?
Yeah, you always get worn down, especially like during SEC tournament and stuff. It was hot. We played 4 games in a row, so like you're bogged down a little bit. But after that, I mean, kind of just let it go. Just gotta play.
How many games did you play at third base this past year? Any idea?
I played almost every game at third, minus like 4 or 5, and I played 1 game at second.
Just 1 game at second?
Yeah.
How many? I think I know this answer. I'm gonna let you tell us. How many errors this year?
Just 1.
I knew it already. One error the entire year. People say, Josh, because your bat really went wild toward the end.
Yeah.
I was tracking your numbers as I got interested. And the beginning of the season started a little slow. It looked like.
just a little bit. Cause I was switch hitting earlier.
Oh, that's what you did.
Yeah,
You started switching.
so I was a little slow with the hitting left-handed, so that kind of took a little bit to kick in. When it did, kind of took off for me.
And then all of a sudden you went from a low average up to about, one time it jumped up over 400, maybe about 420.
I was getting close to 430, 420 at one point, and then it kind of settled down around I was around 370, 360.
I remember when it hit 374, it stayed there for a good while.
Yeah, I think I finished off at 355 this year.
Yeah, because I knew it hit down 360 when you hit to the NCAA. It's about 355. But you led the team in hitting, no doubt about that, average-wise. That was exciting. It had to be.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. I just wanted to do anything to help my team win. And
where do you foresee yourself when you go to the cross-cutters? If they let you know, will you be third base or second base or where?
They've told me I'll probably start at second base.
Yeah.
But, he said don't be surprised if you get switched to third, short. They're probably going to move me around to see what's the best fit.
Because it's all about, they tell us that level of play, and even at the next level, first couple levels, it's all about developmental. What's what you can do.
Yeah, it's different. It's a little different in college. It's more, you're really focused on winning and stuff. But, in minor leagues, you're trying to develop yourself and other guys. You got to move up, really.
I saw a scout in here this past weekend. I can say, people hear me talk, say, this guy says he's selling out. I saw a few things here or there, but the scout I met was from the Yankees, and he had seen you back in college play. He remembers seeing you play, strong kid. But these scouts come through to the different levels of play, and the Yankee scouts have come through Greensboro. They're not scouting the Yankees. They're scouting guys on the other teams, seeing who's going to be around for them. Because the scout said last Sunday, we're not worried about the guys who just got picked. We pretend like those guys were already gone. They didn't make it. We're looking at the next crop of guys already.
Exactly. They're looking for somebody to take someone else's job. That's how it is in college.
Because you bring up a good point there, too, because I saw a guy came through here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and this guy's name was Cody Dent.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy you beat out in Florida. Yeah, he came through here, I think, with Hagerstown, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
With Hagerstown, I saw that guy play against Josh Tobias, or play with Josh Tobias. Josh beat that guy out back when Josh was in Florida.
Oh, man.
Cody was at third base. You beat him out, but the thing about it is you stay with the game, you're still going to have a chance to make it.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what you do. If you get an opportunity, you're going to get it.
And he's done pretty well with it.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty well. I can keep up with him for a little bit.
What are some of the memories you'll take from Florida, the Florida memories?
Just the friends I made with all the guys on the team. I made some of my best friends, my roommates. Everybody. Just the camaraderie we had. It was probably the best people we ever meet.
What about just in particular memories from the World Series? What are those memories?
Those are awesome. I went my freshman year, and we stayed there for 2 days, but
you guys were there 2 days and gone, didn't you?
Yeah, or two games. We played, but this one was a lot better. We stayed longer, and it was just fun. We had one day we were on a team walk with me, my strength coach, and we always have a team walk, so he gets moving. And he was like, "You guys can either go back to the hotel because we're gonna walk to this bridge there that it splits Iowa and Nebraska. You can be on both." So we walked there, me and 6 other guys, and there's bike racks. You can buy the bikes and ride around. So we all got the bikes and decided to ride around Omaha for an hour.
Wow.
That was really fun.
I've heard some stories about that bridge, I think, over the years. People visit that bridge. Now you get out there, and the memories of Omaha are big. And I listened to quite a few of those games. 2 names that stood out in my mind on your teammates, Bader and Richie Martin. I remember those 2 guys for some reason.
Yeah. Richie got drafted the first round by the Athletics, and Bader by the third by the Cardinals. But they both had good tournaments. But Bader hit about 2 home runs.
He had a lot of offense.
Yeah, he hit really good this in the World Series, and Richie hit pretty well too. I think he had 6 or 7 hits and a home run. And
I remember crazy play by Richie Martin. He's got the ball. He throws the ball in the stands at one night. That was wild.
Oh yeah, we gave him a lot for that.
And he took some flack over that.
Yeah, I told him, I saw you throw balls and go in the stands. Yeah, I couldn't help it.
It just slipped, huh?
Yeah, he said just it happens.
Crazy thing is, when you guys won those games in Omaha, you guys averaged 10 runs plus per game.
Oh yeah, when we were hot, we were on, so that was good.
Look who's here. Sweetheart's here. Can't mess Sweetheart, right?
Yeah.
Educational man from Southeast Guilford. Good to have Sweetheart in the house. But you guys were the one game you guys will listen to. You scored the most runs in one inning that ever happened in World Series history.
First game in Miami, we scored 11 in the 4th, and that was awesome. So.
I thought that was going to be tough when you had to face them again. You put them away pretty good again the second time. But I thought after beating them that bad the first time, it may be tough the second time around.
It's always tough to beat a team. That was our 5th time playing because we played them 3 times in the regular season.
Yeah.
So it's always hard to beat a team 5 times, or at least we beat them. That was our 4th time beating them, so it's always hard. But we pulled it out.
And your announcers on the radio talked a lot about that too. The fact you guys ended the season for teams like Florida State, ended the season teams like Miami. They love sending the other Florida teams back home.
Oh yeah, we beat all the Florida teams actually. We beat FAU, USF, and FAMU too. So we played all Florida teams throughout the whole regionals and super regionals until Virginia.
And Virginia was tough. Has a tough defensive game, right?
Yeah, it was hard. Just pitcher's battle, really.
Were you pulling for Virginia or last night Vanderbilt? Who'd you pull for last night?
I wanted Virginia to win because they beat us. And
Right.
I really wanted to play Vanderbilt, though. I wish we could have played.
It's kind of crazy. It was Vanderbilt's SEC, right?
Yeah.
And then Virginia's the team that beat you, so
Yeah.
you got to think about them too.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens.
What did you watch the game? And
Yeah, I watched most of the first one, and I watched the last part of the last one.
did they play well?
Yeah, they played well. Randy was up for a little part of the game, and then Virginia came back.
That was a 4-2 final, right?
Yep, 4-2.
4-2 final. Well, Virginia played those low-scoring games. They were based upon pitching, weren't they?
Yeah, they had good pitching, and they just capitalized on opportunities they had.
What was it like your first year at Florida, your freshman year? You go down to Florida, first time you've been out on your own like that, kind of now it's up to Josh to take care of all this stuff. You'd had your family backing you all that time. They were very close. You guys always been close. What was it like that first year you're out there on your own?
It's really different because, I mean, I come from North Carolina all the way there. You don't know anybody. Because, like, my roommates, they had friends that went from high school to Florida. I didn't know a single person except for my roommate and my coaches. So I was kind of on your own a little bit, and you had to struggle for a little bit. So I got homesick a lot, but after about 2 or 3 months, I got used to it. I mean, I loved it. So, I mean, it was definitely different, though.
Did you like the way it worked out by going in the draft your senior year as opposed to your senior year in high school? Was it a better move to go and go this year and wait? You feel like the college thing that worked out good for you?
Yeah, I think I'm a much better player this year than I was my senior high school. And I also have my high school diploma and my college diploma now. So I mean, can't take that away.
What did you major in? What did you study?
I was a geology major.
Geology, right? Okay. Now, how do you use that in the vocational world later on?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff you can do. I'd want to either work for National Geographic and write for them, or I'd do some research.
National Geographic?
That's what I'd want to do.
Would you say you would write for them?
Write or take pictures for them.
Wow, be a photographer
Yeah,
as well,
that'd be
man.
awesome.
That'd be nice.
That's one of my dreams, but
to be a photographer for National Geographic?
Yeah, I've always wanted
That's
to do
some
it.
good stuff. That's a good dream right there.
Yeah.
But if you could travel the world doing that
Yeah,
too.
exactly. I look at a lot of the geological aspects of it, though.
I bet you could probably go in Coach Swighardt's classroom though, and probably get a few photographs that may
Oh, yeah.
strike a good pose inside that magazine. Who's your favorite Major League player?
It's always been Jimmy Rollins. You know, he was with the Phillies earlier, but now he's with the Dodgers, I believe. He's always my favorite player because we're kind of the same size, both switch hitters. So I mean, kind of like embodies who I am.
So you're a first pitch hitter, you feel like then?
Do what?
You're a first pitch hitter.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like taking that first pitch?
I'm aggressive. I like first pitches. That's the best pitch you usually get too.
Yeah, they tell you that good. They got to throw a strike. They think you're going to take it because they want to get that first pitch in there.
No, you gotta go for it.
What about this guy, Michael Jack Schmidt? Ever heard of him? Mike Schmidt?
I've heard that. Yeah, I know who that is.
Old Philadelphia Phillies, third baseman a few years ago. The Phillies, was that a team you had some thoughts about? I wouldn't mind being one of those guys maybe someday.
I mean, I never was really biased on who I wanted to choose. I was like, whoever wants to take me early.
A job's a job, yeah.
So, I mean, they talked to me with the draft and stuff, and I was like, sure. I mean, the funny thing is, the guy that drafted me, his son works for our baseball team. He is a manager. He does like the laundry, and he helps set the field and stuff. So his son works for us, so it's pretty awesome that his dad drafted me.
That's some good stuff. Make sure I give you your meal card, too, if you haven't bought your meal yet. And I want to get you to sign a couple of baseballs later on tonight, too.
That's perfectly fine with me.
That's going to be fun, isn't it? Starting to do that?
Yeah, I know. We did it all in Omaha.
Did you really?
And then I had to go to my meeting at Florida. We got back. We just signed like a release form that I'm done here. And I signed my autograph, but I'm so used to doing it all the time now.
Yeah, I bet when you guys came out toward the field, you probably had fans waiting, leaning over.
Yeah, you got to kind of ignore them because you got stuff to do. And if you look at one fan, then they all just kind of swarm on you.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll get you guys after the game.
What do you think, how would you kind of describe the Josh Tobias identity as a baseball player? How would you describe it, maybe?
I'm really relaxed. That's one thing that I try to do. I'm really relaxed. I like to have fun. I like to keep the game loose. And pretty, like, on the physical aspect, I'm pretty explosive. I do a lot of things fast and got a lot of muscular and power behind it. But the main thing I like to do is just be a quiet leader, lead by example, and just be relaxed.
Your dad told us he was here a couple weeks ago. He said, I said, what's the one thing you told Josh as he got ready for the College World Series? He said he told you, just have fun.
Yep.
I told him I couldn't believe it because when we used to do those workouts in Southeast, I stopped it a few times over the years. It was always hard work, intense, very directive, very focused, but
that's what gets you here. I mean,
once you get there, I guess you have to kind of adjust and learn to have some fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to do.
I guess if you don't have a little fun on the way, you won't last, right?
No, if you don't have any fun, it's the wrong sport for you.
How do you bounce back after those tough days, those tough games? How do you bounce back for the next day?
I mean, you just flush it. I mean, you look at what you did wrong, And then you got that's the great thing about baseball. You lose one game, you got about 4 games the next 4 days. So I mean, you can't rely on one game.
Those coaches, I'm sure, preach that short-term memory, right?
Yeah, it's not like football where you have to wait a whole week to play again.
Yeah, I was going to tell Coach the same thing down at the Grasshoppers a while back. You have that big game. They had a game this year one time. They were down 7-0 going to the 8th inning. They came back winning the game 8-7. But you can't enjoy that game because you got to come right back and play the next night. Football, you take that whole week and just enjoy that.
Baseball's different. You got to enjoy it. You got to be sad about it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you got to put it out.
Next game's coming up.
Those eyes are on you all the time.
Every time. You can't let them see you down.
Can't let them see you get down, right?
Or too happy, because then they'll think they got you, that you're too cocky.
Yeah.
So you got to keep
Jake, was that something you had to learn to adjust to when you got down there as a college player, kind of used to doing things like that?
A little bit. I mean,
not being too high, not being too low?
Our coaches are really good at keeping us even keel on wins and losses. Like on losses, they wouldn't grind us too hard, but on wins, I mean, they'd say, hey, enjoy this, we got to do work tomorrow.
Let's go back to a few days at Southeast. One of those things I talked to your dad about a couple weeks ago. I brought up to him that game the first time I think I saw you. You were pitching this day. Middle school game. It was Southeast Guilford Middle School versus Lincoln Middle School. Josh Tobias versus that day Mr. Williams, A.J. Williams.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that day?
I remember that. That was me and A.J. used to be good friends. I didn't talk to him a lot. We were good friends back in the day.
And that was kind of a foggy, overcast day. You guys played at Southeast Middle. And that was a battle. I mean, you guys fought tooth and nail that day.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know the scores, but that was a good game. I mean, I remember that at bat, too, because, I mean, I was throwing to him. He was fouling pitches off. And I think eventually I struck him out, I think. Did I? I don't know. Do you remember?
I think you did.
I think eventually I did, but it was great. I mean, I miss pitching, but I don't miss pitching either.
Well, you pitched a lot back in the day, too.
Yeah.
Our next moment is going back to when you pitched one. I told your dad about this game. You guys were playing against Ragsdale. I think it was either conference championship or early playoff game. It's your place on a Friday night. It was Josh Tobias versus Nick McBride.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about some heat. Remember that game?
Yeah, that was crazy. I was a freshman then, and the funny thing I remember that game, there were like 20 scouts because that was back when we had that tall press box at Southeast.
Oh yeah, the big building behind you.
Yeah, with the chain link fence, and all the scouts were standing behind there when he got up to pitch because I mean he was throwing like 92 that, and then when I got up to the mound. There was nobody behind me. They all like left.
They weren't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean I'm a freshman throwing like 83, so it was hilarious. But
then again, I think in the end you guys won.
Yeah,
we
won that game.
Yeah.
I pitched. I don't know how long I pitched. I pitched for a while actually. I think I pitched like the 5th inning, and they brought someone else in. I remember that.
That's amazing. But Nick McBride, he had some heat.
He could throw good.
He got picked and selected by the Rangers. Ended up, I think, in their system. Might still be there somewhere.
Yeah.
I know one time he had ended up in Hickory, but I don't know where he went after that.
I haven't seen him in a little bit.
Here's another game for you. I told your dad about this game. The game after the car wreck. Remember the Sunday morning car wreck? You and your sister going to church?
Yeah.
You came back that very next game. It was either your first at bat or real quickly early in that game, hit a home run first game back after the car accident.
That was who were we playing that game? I forgot. I knew you were talking about that. I remember that. That was rough. 'Cause I was still feeling it emotionally and physically. So I mean, it was hard. But I mean, you had to just do it for the team then.
Now, you were a freshman going back in the day, and you played in the American Legion system that summer.
Yeah.
And you were with the team down at Eastern Randolph, Grady Lawson's team, I think.
Yep.
Started as a freshman down there for those guys and started in the All-Star game as shortstop,
Yep.
am I right?
As a freshman too.
What was that like?
That was crazy because
these other guys, I mean, I'll just jump in. You got other guys, and no disrespect for the way people run their systems, but it's just how different things are. They've got some kids on the junior legion team that are juniors in high school.
Yeah, I know.
Here you are a freshman playing on the senior legion team and starting in the All-Star game.
Yeah, some of the kids actually were freshmen in college. They came back and played. So that was awesome just playing. I think I hit a home run that game too. I remember that. That's one of my best memories because I was kind of nervous. All those guys were much older than me, but I remember hitting a home run that game. It was awesome.
Well, you didn't have any problem growing up, did you?
No, that's what helped me play at Florida. I think just be able to come and play. I started my freshman year with all the juniors and seniors there, so I mean, you're kind of used to playing with the older guys.
How about all the training with your dad and all those days of hard work out in the heat, out in the sun, down at Southeast? Did you ever want to just give it up and go home that day?
Oh, there were lots of days I was like, I'd wake up like I really don't want to work out at all. I mean, I'm glad I did it because I mean, look where I'm at now.
What kept you going? What kept you persevering, keeping that going out there?
I mean, my dad, he pushed me a lot, and he knew that it would pay off. But also me, I mean, I wanted to be the best at what I was doing, so I was like, I got to put the work in.
Did you get the push for it? Did it come because of some results? You saw some results?
Yeah, I saw myself. I mean, obviously the real big because I started freshman year in high school, had a lot of eyes on me, so I was like, well, the offense is working, so I'm gonna keep doing it to get better.
He said it was a summer league game. I think one of those summers too, where he'd been pushing you hard, and you kind of been doubting yourself maybe a little bit. All of a sudden, you saw some results start to kick in on one of those travel teams. Next thing you know, from that point on, you never look back.
Yeah, I played at Alamance for a little bit. I did that for a while. Then I played like with the batting center actually, and I was all right. I was really raw, and those guys have been playing for a while, so they're better than me. And my dad's like, you can either just play and have fun, or you can work out with me and be the best and surpass them. And that's what I decided to do. Just work out and just took off for me.
You're glad it took off, too?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it didn't.
You don't regret any of those moments? Wouldn't trade anything for your journey right now?
No, I love it all.
Not a thing. How do you handle the disappointments? I mean, sometimes they hit. What makes you tick there? You got to be a little bit different as far as got to take those disappointments and keep going. I want to win the high school championship. I mean, we win the conference. I want to win the states in high school. You want to win the College World Series. Want to win that. And want more success. How do you handle the disappointments?
I mean, I remember losing this World Series. Disappointing for me. I mean, also the freshman year, and especially in high school. I remember we were that close to winning the state championship too. But I mean, as sports, I mean, someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. I mean, you enjoy the moments you have and you leave it on the field. And if you did that, I mean, you can't be disappointed in yourself.
I guess if you take it too seriously, you'll be walking around by yourself.
Exactly.
And you won't be walking with a team any longer.
No, you'll be very miserable.
Best decision, going to college and not going pro out of high school, that was probably the best decision?
Yeah, definitely get my degree and just growing as a player and a person.
Go back to high school. You ever keep up with those Southeast guys?
Yeah, actually I was hanging out with Brent Frazier, Dylan Barker. I hung out with them last night for a little bit.
Wow.
I mean,
what happened to Justin Reese? He's still around?
He's at Army right now. He's got his wings to pilot battle helicopters.
To fly a plane?
Yeah, fly a helicopter.
So that's pretty big too, right?
Yeah, I think he's still playing baseball at Army. I think he has one more year left.
Gotcha.
And over the winter break, I saw like Blake Butler.
I was going to ask what about Blake Butler. You think you may see him down the road somewhere too?
Yeah, he got drafted by the Reds. We played him last year actually. So I saw, and they were at Florida State for their regional, so they were down the road. But I saw our whole team tries to keep together. Like we try to get together at least like maybe once a year at least. But me and Brent are like best friends. I see him every time I come home.
So you see Todd Frazier's dad quite a bit too?
Yeah. Actually, no, I don't. I see Todd. I don't see his family. I don't see him that often.
But do see Brent some?
Yeah, Brent all the time.
Gotcha. Your personal timetable for making it to the Phillies? Got any kind of timetable laid out, or just let it take care of itself?
I'm gonna take care of itself. I don't want to set a timetable because I'm not gonna try to rush anything. I'm just trying to do my best and see how fast I progress.
I guess sometimes you kind of lay back. It would be nice to do such and such by a certain time. Think that in the back of your head somewhere.
Yeah, but if you don't make that, you get disappointed. So I'm just gonna put everything in front of me and just play my heart out.
And you probably play probably do what Josh Tobias is doing. You don't look at other players in the system at their positions and say, some people, they start making this crazy list. I got to X this guy. I'm gonna get this guy next.
No,
you just got to take care of your own
business. About you, everything will fall into place.
And if it doesn't work out, you said the backup plan again is
National Geographic photographer.
Wow. You got any contacts with those guys yet?
No, I got some people at school that could definitely put you in touch or something like
That's
that.
through Florida?
Yeah, through Florida.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Would you go underwater, take ocean pictures, or go to the deserts? Where would you go probably?
Both. I mean, I'm really interested in the underwater aspect. I've been trying to get my scuba license for forever, but I've never had time to do it.
Wow. So one of your old buddies in high school, I guess Mr. Reese, he'll be flying a helicopter, and you'll be scuba diving, maybe some coast up somewhere, and taking photos of fish and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be helping the country out. So that's crazy.
Did you ever? Was that always a dream back in school to go that route one day?
Yeah, I was always interested in science as a kid. So I mean, that's always been like a dream of mine. So I'm definitely gonna do that at some point in my life, whether I'm doing baseball or get done soon.
Baseball is going to be good to you, and it's been good to you.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. You got to pack a lot of clothes when you leave out tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I got to pack. I mean clothes for the center. I mean my mom's helped me pack. I'm terrible at folding stuff, so she helped me pack. I got clothes just thrown everywhere. I just packed up my house in Gainesville 2 days ago.
And you're done there. You won't be going back
turn
there?
my key in, turn my rent in.
That's kind of crazy too. And it turned that key in after being down there for a while.
Yeah, it was sad. I mean, because me and my roommates had a house. I was like, I don't live here anymore now. So
it's amazing.
It was sad.
Was it kind of like a slow pace after the baseball was at the World Series and the next couple of days?
Yeah.
Kind of things at a slower pace?
It was slow and quick. Everybody left really quick because everybody had summer ball and
They
stuff.
spread out, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I might be the last one there, but it was definitely sad and slow because you took every time just to like just relish everything. I mean, a lot of my friends had left. I had a few friends that stayed that were still there. Said bye to my roommates and stuff.
A little bit strange not practicing baseball those next few days or playing games. Yeah.
It was definitely strange after our last practice there. I was like, well, I'm never going to practice on the field again. My last practice on that field, so it was
But
crazy.
you're probably going to go back to Florida a few times down the road.
I'm going to come back in the fall to lift weights and stuff because they got a great weight room.
All-season workouts?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Our strength has got a good pro program he does, so I'm going to do that in the fall.
Is the season already started for Williamsport? Is their season already began?
Yeah, they're 6-0 actually.
Really?
Yeah, the scout that drafted me called me yesterday. He's like, yeah, you know the team's 6-0. I'm like, yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
They're home this weekend, and then next weekend they're somewhere. I know 4th of July will be in Brooklyn. So
That's a nice stadium.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
New York Penn League.
Yeah, that's a good league. You'll probably see the Batavia team that the Hoppers and the Marlins are tied in with too. Yeah. And how long does that season run? Does that run through the end of August or middle of August?
September. It's 75 games, I believe.
So that's not too bad.
It's short season. I mean, I've already played 60-some, so like after I played that, I'll be played more than a full season.
It might be different with you too than maybe with a pitcher. Pitcher's been through a lot of college season. They may want to hold them down a little bit longer. Yourself, you're probably ready to run right back in there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you get tired, but I mean, you're always tired, really, so you just go play. Pitcher's got to save the arm, though. I mean, I play infield. I mean, I don't throw the ball as hard as I can every time.
But should people think you're probably maybe working towards second base in the beginning then?
I think so, yeah. Second base.
You could tell us, and we probably could watch it and think the same way, but you can tell us exactly how it is. What's the difference like the long throw from third and the quick throw from second? How's that different?
Oh, it's a lot different. I mean, both places you don't need to throw the balls hard because third base, the balls usually hit hardy. The guy's not out of the box yet, so you can just kind of toss it. But second base, I mean, you can kind of like drop your arms out a little bit because you're right from here to there, so you just kind of hit his chest. Third base, you can't really drop your arms much because the ball's gonna start running. So you gotta make it pinpoint on his chest so it's not run to the runner. But I mean, it's not too much of a difference. I don't know.
You know, third base, well, I've seen some of these third basemen. Sometimes they seem to have as good an angle on this as anybody. They charge the ground ball in the infield. As they're charging, they're already on the move as they're throwing toward third base. The momentum is carrying them toward the base, which helps them some.
Yeah, definitely. It helps them, but you also have to angle it. You have to know, like, I worked on it so much that I know the precise angle. Like, you throw it to where it curves back in. And depending on, like, the ball or, like, if it's wet, I'll cut it on purpose so it runs back even more because it's going to slip out of my hands.
And you also probably know how to throw that riser, too. I talked to the softball girls about that. Sometimes that throw, they throw a straight ball to the first baseman.
Yeah.
You know how to throw that ball, just make it rise. It comes right from the top of his glove.
Yeah. If it's a high chopper, I can throw it. If it's low and I'm down there, I got to get up under it so it comes up. It come up and sink back down right in his glove. So
a lot of good days over the years playing. Baseball's been very good to you, they might say.
Yeah, I've loved every bit of it.
Did you have a secondary sport you really liked?
Lacrosse is my second favorite sport.
That's right. Yeah,
I played that a little bit, indoor lacrosse over the winter, and I love that. My brother and sister play it, so I mean.
Yeah, and your brother played a lot of lacrosse. Your sister also played too. Then
she plays Methodist actually right now.
Still playing?
She's a senior. And Drew played at Presbyterian for 4 years. Now he's at Charlotte. He coaches a club lacrosse team there.
Now, you talked about doing the weights in Florida when your season's over. What about in season? Do they have weights and things? Any kind of training program during the
definitely.
season?
Like in spring training, they have weights and stuff, and definitely. Probably where I'll go, either I'll get a gym membership or I'll have like a facility there I can lift. But I'm definitely gonna lift weights this summer, keep it going just so I can stay in shape.
Have you checked out their field? Do you know anything about their field at all?
I looked at it a little bit, just pictures on the internet. It's kind of hard to see, but
it'd be nice if they let you play on the other field than we.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd be hitting a lot of home runs.
That's a historic city, right?
Yeah, I looked at a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to do there. So
yeah, that's a very historic
city. And Philly's only 2 hours away, really. So
going to Philadelphia is 2 hours west.
Something like 2 hours or 3 hours. Yeah, west, I think.
And that's scheduled again tomorrow, and you'll be leaving out here at 9:20.
Greensboro Airport.
Head to Philadelphia. Get to Philadelphia. What do you do again when you get there?
I have two physicals, like orthopedic and something else, like 1 and 2. Then I'm gonna go to the Phillies. They're gonna take me and another draft to the Phillies game. Watch that at State Hotel. We'll fly out to State College, which is where the airport's at, and we'll drive to Williamsport, sign our contract, and
First game for you with the Williamsport Crosscutters, when will that be?
I'm not sure because it depends on when my contract goes through. Like everybody's got to review it and stuff. So probably I'm gonna say next week, maybe.
Around the first of next week.
Yeah, I want to say that.
Yeah.
So I don't think they have a game on Saturday, but I don't think I'll be playing then.
Who's been the biggest influence in your life other than your family? We know they've been with you the whole way. Other than your family, biggest influence?
What do you think? I mean, all my coaches, not just all, but all my coaches, they all believed in me, and they all gave me equal opportunities. They all pushed me equally hard. So I mean, every coach I've had, really.
Have you had any favorite TV shows over the years? You haven't watched much TV, I'm sure, but any favorite television programs?
I watch Friends like every single night.
Friends, the old reruns.
Yeah, I watch them all. They come on Nick at Night every night. I watch it every night.
What do you like about that show? It seems like it's a good show.
It's just funny. Like some of the jokes are really corny, but it's funny. And like sometimes a lot of my friends are like that. It's like
so it kind of reminds you of some of your own friendships.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've had friends that are like OCD, like one of the people there, and then friends that are like just willy-nilly. So it's funny. I love that show.
Friends, it's definitely your show there.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest names you've met along the way, some celebrities and even people in sports, big names you've run into.
I met Chipper Jones my sophomore year. I met David Eckstein multiple times. I just met Dave Winfield at the College World Series. He was the keynote speaker.
He was a respected type man too.
Yeah, he was a nice dude. I met Andre Dawson.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah, he's a big dude. I met him at the Affleck game.
Strong guy, yeah, the Hawk, yeah.
Who else have I met? I forget.
That Affleck game was pretty big for you too.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Days, right? Yeah, a lot of those kids actually I've played with and against till this day.
Was that one out in San Diego when you went? I thought it was. Yeah, yeah. Good experience there.
Yeah, I loved it. I want to go back.
How'd you get picked for something like that back in your young day?
I went to these PG National showcases and they rank you out and rate you.
You were going back down to Florida and those places.
Yeah. They rate
PG
you
as in perfect game.
Yeah.
I still remember a few of those things you taught me, Josh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I did those, and they kind of saw me there and chose me.
If you had to write it all down, kind of a note toward your family, thanking them for what they've meant to you and done it, what would you write on that piece of paper? Kind of summarize what you tell your family for all the help they've given you over the years and all the success you guys have had together. What would you write down and tell your family?
I would just say thank you guys for everything you've done for me. I mean, you support me since I was 6, 7, every tournament and early mornings. I mean, tell them I love them and everything. I mean, and just continue on the ride, really. I mean, everything I do is for them and my friends. I mean, I don't do it for me. I play for them because they supported me, and I want to make them proud. So. Well,
you had some very good direction coming from your mom and dad. They've given you very good direction over the years.
Yeah.
You're very well grounded. I mean, you feel like you're ready for this next challenge.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm ready for it. I mean, I've been through the traveling. I've been through the grind of the seasons. I mean, I think it's nothing to surprise me. Just ready to start my job.
Was it fun when you put that cap on?
Oh yeah, I got it after I got drafted. It was in my locker, so I put it on. And I was like, well, this is probably.
You were playing games in the College World Series when the draft was going on. Is that right?
No, we had we had super regionals. I think or regionals before that. We were done playing, so they had the draft Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday and something like that. We were done. We weren't playing yet.
What were you doing during the draft? Watching it on TV or what?
We watched the first round on TV at my friend's house because my dad wasn't here yet, so we watched it at some of the guys' house. They said Richie get drafted. And then the next day, me and my dad watched it on the computer at our house, and my house, and we looked at that.
Were you taken on the first day or second day?
I was second day, the 10th round.
10th round, yeah. But you got it. That was a lot more fun to get taken on the second round this time around, having to wait maybe toward later rounds back in high school.
Exactly.
Who were you selected by back in high school? Who took you back then?
The Nationals.
Washington Nationals. But you may be seeing those guys again sometime down the road.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully I'll be playing against them.
Well, Josh, it's been great having you back in here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we look forward to some great days back down at Southeast. I know Swihart here, all the Southeast people have been very happy about the results you've had, too.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. I appreciate everything they've done for me.
You've got a chance to go maybe as far as any Southeast players ever gone if you can just keep going.
Yeah, I think hopefully so. That's my plan. I mean, me and Blake and some other guys that got drafted, too, but, I mean, hopefully we all make it.
Keep up the good work.
I will, thank you.
Be tracking you by way of the internet, maybe see you at the stadium downtown in a few years.
Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully it's sooner than later.
Yeah, hopefully next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Game plan, get that short